Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, we've got a cool coin to share. We're into like commemorative coins big time. We've got a decent collection of the modern commemoratives. And the ones that I'm mostly into are the silver ones, and a lot of the silver ones now are the dollar coins. Um, they do still make $half commemoratives, but most of them are the clad composition. And so, in order to get the silver, you gotta go for the dollar coins. But anyway, rambling on. In the old days, or in the early days of commemoratives, and actually commemorative in U.S. started in 1892 was the first commemorative $half, the Columbian Exposition. But I got this one a little while back, and it kind of got me motivated to collect the older commemoratives. I really like the style of a lot of these and just the classic imagery and whatnot. So I delved in. I'm rambling on here, but I got the Alabama one finally. I've always wanted this one. I got a buddy from Alabama. Poor man Stack, what's happening? But this one is kind of cool. It's got a neat story. There's two guys on there, Bibb and Kilby, and they were the governors. Kilby, it's a funny story. He was the first person to be a living person and have his portrait on a U.S. coin. He's the governor in, pardon me, in 1919. What the heck, in 1919, were the coins 1921? Yeah, 1919 was the Centennial, but it took them 2 years to get their crap together and make a coin to commemorate it. Bibb was the governor in when they first became a state. So this is kind of a neat coin. It's got a little bit of a history to it. There are two versions of this coin. There's one with a 2x2 there. This one's the plain version, obviously. The 2x2 really is for the 20. It's the 22nd state. Alabama was, and I guess you always are. So it's not was, and so and sorry about my staples there. This is just temporary for this video here. I'm going to transfer it to a capsule. But anyway, so this is the seal. Actually, it's on an eagle on the seal of the state. So that is kind of cool. I like that. These are notorious for not having a great strike, and this one looks like it's been spent, so I don't think it's worth sending in for grading. It does look pretty cool, but I think it's just borderline MSAU. I don't know, but anyway. We'll go in with the scope and we'll check it out a little more. But yeah, 1819 was when Alabama became a state. 1919 was the Centennial. They didn't think about making the coin until 1920. I guess they got a little greedy and wanted to like cash in on just to commemorate it or whatever. But they argued about the design and everything and took them till 1921 to issue the friggin' thing. October of 21 is when this one came out. And so they, like I say, they made a 2x2 version. And the reason it's 2x2, the 2x2, the X is really the cross. I think it's St. Andrew's cross or something from the Alabama flag. But then they polished the die and took that out, and then they made these plain ones. But then there were still other dies left of the ones with the 2x2. So in December of 1921, they made more of these. So I think there were 100 and some thousand originally authorized, but only 70,000 minted. Actually, let me get my sheet. I got a little paper prepared, and we'll go in with the scope here. I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. This is pretty cool. Condition actually maybe isn't too bad, but I still don't think it's worth sending in. So there's 12 stars on this side and another 10 on this side. So that's 22 for their 22nd statehood. So you can see it's pretty polished. But yeah, the portraits are kind of scratched up, so yeah, I don't think it's worthy of anything grade-wise. So they were still doing the V instead of the U during that time there. In the 20s, that was still during the Mercury dime and all. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I like the design. I think I'd rather have the 2x2. The 2x2 is slightly more rare than the plain. I think they estimate there was 35,000 of the plain and 30,000 of the 2x2 distributed, and 5,000 were melted out of the 70,000 that they minted. So I don't think there are any known errors or anything for this this coin. So and the eagle is pretty cool. Doesn't have a lot of depth. That's one of the criticisms this particular year. Well, actually, this is one of the years that's kind of poorly struck overall. So to get a good example is kind of tough and a little more pricey. So I think rather than waste my time sending this in, I'll look for a graded one and maybe see if I can win an eBay auction or something, or look for one at a show. So let's go back to regular view here. Alright, I think I do like... Yeah, obviously I like that side better than these two dudes on there. Sorry, Bib and Kilby. Sounds like lettuce, I don't know. Oh, anyway, here I'm zoomed in. Here's my sheet. I think I pretty much nailed it all. I didn't even have to show you the sheet. So yeah, these were authorized in 1920. I know you can read, so I won't bother with that one. William Wyatt Bibb is the full name, and T.E. Kilby is the governor during the Centennial. Yeah, there's the other details I gave you. And yeah, St. Andrew's Cross is the X part of the 2x2. And so these were first sold in October of 1921. They were $1 a piece. And mostly they were sold to people who lived in Alabama, and then they were distributed, since they didn't really sell all that well, they were distributed to banks, but still cost $1 to buy one. So, oh, I got a little bit of a fly or something in here, a bug. Oh, there he is. It's a gannet. It's a goner. So, and then they minted more in December. So this was a late one. It was almost a 1922. So, interesting coin. I like it a lot. Like I say, I just wish it was a little bit cleaner, but can't have everything. So, thank you so much for watching Coin Sense and Nonsense. And until next time, bye.